All right, I think our TYT people know Ben Mankiewicz. Hello, Ben. How are you?
Dave, how are you?
How does it feel for you to be on this side? You're usually interviewing people at these things, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't like it. When we do the at the TCM Film Festival, I get a lot of it on the cruise. I don't like being interviewed. I don't like. I get into it. I can get into it after a while, but initially, everything feels just awkward.
You're not feeling this at all right now.
No, I'm not.
We've become so close. You still, it's too much.
I think
we
can
switch. I mean, you could interview me. I know a lot about the film.
It's actually not a bad idea. I would venture that I think we could say we're even friends. I think we've reached that point.
Yeah. So it's odd to be interviewing each other. All right, but let's talk serious for a second. So obviously at TYT we do a ton about money and politics.
By the way, apparently that TYT drinking game, they were like, drink every time Ben plays with his glasses, and I wondered, do I do that a lot? And I just did it. So apparently I do. So drink up.
3 people died from rampant alcoholism since we started. So, of course, at TYT, we talk about money and politics all the time. We talk about income inequality, but what this movie really is about is the quarter of Americans that are just forgotten in the financial system, people that can no longer open bank accounts, get credit, things of that nature. Is this something that we should be talking about more?
I think unquestionably, and, we drink. My wife and I, we don't have regular people problems, and I concede that, and we're very fortunate in that way. But we bought a house, and then we tried to make some changes to the house, and we make a good amount of money. She works in Wall Street, right?
Your wife works on Wall Street? I'm hearing it for the first time.
A little bit. She feels bad about it though, so
okay.
It's okay. So we couldn't get a $60,000 loan for home improvement, and I don't say this so that anyone goes, oh, poor us. Yeah. I found that baffling that we couldn't, and it occurred to both of us instantly, like, if we can't get a loan, how are other people going to not? That nobody's getting a loan. Yeah. And the only people who are getting a loan is Don Sterling's getting a loan, and the people who don't need loans are getting loans. They literally said that they can't give us a $60,000 loan unless we have 3 times that amount or 2.5 times that amount liquid. Well, if we had $150,000, we wouldn't need a loan. $150,000. I don't want to pay it back. So, I don't know. So anybody who, you want to start a business, you want to make things a little better, you need to make $15,000 worth of improvements to your home that could increase its value to $150,000, whatever it is that would theoretically, and we were ready to put contractors to work, and I realize small scale, but with no access to credit, everybody, those people, there's, as you said, this wide swath of America. What was the number? 25%?
It's almost a quarter of Americans. 70 million Americans are sort of out of the banking system.
Right. So don't say, like, to me, and that's not just being able to get a loan. That's completely out of the banking system, and that's 25% is a big number. As you said, 70 million people. Like, it's a system that it's not functioning. I got to see it firsthand. It was no big deal for us. It was irritating, but whatever, we can get past it. Imagine just being left out of that process and the unbelievable stress that you'd have of paycheck to paycheck living, or worse, no paycheck to no paycheck living.
Yeah. I've been asking everybody this. What is it about money that makes people so afraid to talk about it? Because that's also part of the problem here, that people don't want to talk about their struggles, and then that adds to the struggle because you end up in a spiral where you're not getting help from the people you can get help from, and things like that. Talk about money, Ben. Go.
The first question that I ask all my friends is, what are they making? Even people I don't know that well.
Actually, you did ask me that in the last couple of weeks.
You know why? Because it's fucking interesting. And if we don't ask, then we don't know. And, like, by the way, what you and I might make, not so much at the Young Turks, but going forward in our careers, like, might help you to know what I make. And it helps me to know what you make when we go into, and the only people who benefit from not knowing are the man, and so who cares? Yeah. One of my best friends, Teresa Strasser, used to work the Adam Carolla show, and is a TV host in Phoenix. We met at TMZ, and we had the same agent, and within a minute and a half of meeting each other, we went to get coffee, and I was like, what are they paying you? And she told me, and I told her, and that was the 7 years of a beautiful friendship later. So that's a small scale thing, but, like, talk about money. It's nothing to be money, sex. Talk about the things that matter in life. Money matters. Don't be ashamed of your financial struggles. I mean, I understand if you are, but for the love of God.
Wait. Don't tell them what you're getting paid.
The man is right here. He's standing right off camera.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I think we should be very comfortable talking about money, talking about our struggles, talking about, you know, whether your struggles are financial or emotional, whatever they are, talking about things almost invariably makes them better.
You're in the right line of work.